Hey everybody, it's me coming at you after I just got out of the movies I can't even think right now. I just saw The Long Walk. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. First and foremost, if Mark Hamill can be in every Stephen King adapted movie from now on, I mean, Life of Chuck and this year, I am all in for the Mark Hamill joining the Stephen King ensemble of players. Is there nothing that Mark Hamill can't do? Well, obviously, like I said before, I still hold to my belief that he's going to get nominated for Best Supporting Actor for Life of Chuck, and just that speech about math. And but this, just a stone cold Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill, man. Everybody else in this movie, I can't even think right now. It is what a super interesting premise for a film, and I know it's a Stephen King book from late 1970s. And so, as a history teacher, my mind just kept shooting all over the place. Dystopia America. Obviously, when he wrote it in 1979, gas crisis, Iran hostage crisis, Russian Afghanistan, all the stuff in the world is going on, post-Vietnam, the cults that were developing around America as people tried to find some sense of joy. And he obviously wrote this book in this time about what that America looks like, where people were willing to sacrifice their rights and their joy to have safety and security in the aftermath of chaos. And that felt very personal as well. So you shoot back and forth. Obviously, directed by Francis Lawrence. So, I mean, you're going to see a lot and think, oh, this is like The Hunger Games a lot. But obviously, this predates The Hunger Games, right? I mean, that's the premise. Death cult society willing to sacrifice its children on the altar of honor and belief in national pride, and then the hijacked symbolism of what the country used to be, whether it's death cult singing America the Beautiful or flags or just, oh man, the intensity of this moment in this film. I just kept thinking about all the great non-horror Stephen King adaptions, like obviously Stand By Me and Shawshank Redemption, and on and on and on. Green Mile. This is so good, and it's just people walking, and the dialogue and the script, and the bond they have with each other. And I kept thinking too, so my mind was just everywhere during this movie. It just inspires so much on this walk. I walked the Camino in 2018 across Spain, and I kept thinking of that, like when people are in pain, when people start to die off, the suffering of walking that far, and the camaraderie that develops on a walk like that. I remember walking with a guy on part of the Camino who'd been walking since Belgium. He got up from work one day, left his life, left his girlfriend, and decided he was just going to walk. And he'd been walking for 6 months, I think he told me. We had this conversation on the walk, and he told me the scariest thing about the walk was we were almost done at that point, and he still had no clarity on his life. And so people take this walk, and you just meet random strangers, and that way it's like the Canterbury Tales. I mean, this is an old tale, obviously, right? Sacrificing children, and the story of the Minotaur, Greek mythology, which again feeds in the Hunger Games, but again, Francis Lawrence, so the perfect person to direct this film. Stephen King writing. Everybody. I mean, it's like, can you nominate an entire cast of people who play every level of good and bad person, and then gray area between all of them as this walk changes their psychology and bonds them together, just the conversations they have and the secrets they open up to each other and how they lift each other up. And I kept thinking of the Camino, when people would get blisters and people would stop and they would help perform foot surgery on them at these little cafes across Spain. And I thought about the pain of climbing the hill Ocho Pollo and how everybody lifted each other up to get to that top of the hill. And there's a scene in this where they get on a hill, and the difference, I guess, I kept thinking, gosh, that walk was about getting clarity closer to God, and this was about marching towards hell. And I just kept, oh man, this film, so important, so real, and just, if you got to see this film, got to go see this film. The writing, the scenery, the walk, the cinematography of, I kept thinking of The Road, Cormac McCarthy, and the bleak landscape of people who, and there's this message of hope versus non-hope, and the characters. And I think, I gotta look up the characters' names, but I think his name is David Johnson. And obviously, in this too, just Cooper Hoffman, who I've loved in everything from Saturday Night to Licorice Pizza. I did think about, for a while, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and how one time I met him in New York after Angels in America, and I tried to go up to talk to him, and he told me to hold on while he smoked a cigarette, and then he ran away from me. I just wanted to say thanks. This film, you should definitely check it out. It is so profound and deep, and definitely gonna get a nomination. It's up there with the brotherhood and camaraderie of warfare that I loved earlier this year. It's got kind of the bleakness and good and evil of Sinners, which I love this year. And this is going to be a tight, tough race. The hope and love and honor of Life of Chuck. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just talking forever. I know most of you are going to put this on 2-speed, and that's fine, because there's so much to say. Wow. And you're just walking. I mean, you're just walking. And every mile, the story changes. And every time a number flashes of what mile you're on, the story shifts from the hope at the beginning that wasn't really hope. And Judy Greer. Oh my God, I love Judy Greer so much. And I've loved Judy Greer in everything. Is there much more national treasure like Judy Greer in every movie Judy Greer is in? And in this one, she will break your heart. Josh Hamilton shows up, and I think he redeems himself for how he treated Joe Pesci in With Honors. I love Josh Hamilton. So, everybody, every character. Ben Wang. Oh, I wish I could name them all. This is, yeah. Wow. Go see this movie. Go see The Long Walk. Be prepared. There's some random violence. Obviously, it's Stephen King, so it's, I think, Shawshank type of violence. Right. Go see this movie.